Hi, and thanks for taking some time to watch today's Connect video. It is Tuesday, May 5th. Happy Cinco de Mayo to everybody. My name is Steve Van Clay. I'm the lead pastor here at Canyon del Oro Bible Church in Tucson, Arizona, just north of Tucson. I'm here today with Pastor Justin Elwell. He's the associate pastor here at our church. And in today's video, we're going to discuss social media, specifically though, why it's important in our culture and how you can use social media to help advance the ministry of the gospel in the church and in your own life. I'm going to focus on a couple of the things that Christians and thereby the church we need to remember. And the first thing is Jesus gave us a specific mission as his followers, to reach people with the gospel. Our mission statement as a church is that we will reach people for Christ and help them grow in their faith. It's just a short paraphrase of the Great Commission that Jesus gives in Matthew 28, 19, and 20. Our job, according to Jesus, is to reach people with the gospel. The second thing is that each local church exists in a specific community, in a specific culture. And it's up to that local church to reach the people where they are, not expect the people to come to us or to the church. Jesus said, therefore, go make disciples of all nations, not, hey, wait for them to come to you. So we are told to go, right? So the question for us today is, where are the people in our culture hanging out? Where are they spending their time? Where are they exchanging ideas? Where do they listen to other ideas and thoughts and that other people share? Where do they go to be entertained, to be encouraged, or to learn? And the answer to that in today's world is they go to the digital space. This includes the internet and social media and all that kind of stuff.
So as a church, we live stream every Sunday morning at 9:15. Now, why do we do that? We do that because it gives our church a regular presence in a place where the maximum number of people from our culture are. They're not sitting in church like they used to. They're going to be scrolling on their phones and doing whatever they can to engage with that space. And so we produce something, a live stream, that helps those to connect with us, but we also do it to help those even in our church family who can't be with us in person, who still want to worship with us. And so the live stream helps those who are looking for a church, as well as those people who are a part of our church that just can't get there.
Yeah. So and I'm not going to talk about wars here, but I want to talk about some revolutions in history, just so we understand the scope of where we sit today. So the major revolutions throughout history that changed the world drastically. First one, there's probably lots of them, but I'll point out, first one, the printing press in the 1400s changed everything, right? It revolutionized how information is shared. And it led to increased literacy, all kinds of things, right? So lots of big changes when the printing press was invented. The next is the Industrial Revolution in the mid-1700s. And then about 100 years later, another mini revolution within that one led to mass production of information or products and how people made things. Massive change in how people live their life, moving from farms and agrarian culture to more city-based and factories, industrial things. Then in the 1960s, there was a huge revolution when the microchip was invented, and that led to personal computers and eventually to the internet.
So the next big step happened in 2007 with the iPhone. All of a sudden, that big computer that was sitting in your home or sitting in a office environment was now able to be taken with you on your phone. And so the release of the iPhone set off a digital tsunami, and all of a sudden people started to find new ways to engage with their computer on a hour-by-hour basis. And so Facebook went from a college campus to a wider world. Twitter was a spinoff of that. And then Google bought YouTube and launched Android all at the same time. Amazon released Kindle. And the number of internet users during that time crossed 1 billion threshold and quickly became the fabric of our world that we use every day.
Yeah, 2007 was a massive year. According to Pew Research data, listen to this. Today, about 98% of people in the United States own a cell phone, and about 91% own a smartphone. Our culture lives in the digital space, meaning they spend a lot of time, too much time, on their cell phone, their computer, their TV screens. In other words, is where people spend a lot of their time. Average screen time by age. Look at this. You think, oh, it's just the young people. No, it's not. Anywhere between 5 minutes and 14 seconds to 5 hours and 14 minutes and 7 hours and 32 minutes a day. Look at this chart. It's not just young people. It's virtually every demographic that spends many hours a day on their screens.
You know, when you look at it by country, you know, you might sit back and be like, where are we at as a country for our average screen time? And the good news is we're pretty low compared to some other countries in the world. But being at the bottom of the list does not mean that we just spend no time on the internet. We spend over 400 minutes each day on the internet, or essentially 7 hours of time every day communicating with the internet.
Staggering how much time, all right? So let's stop there. There's enough data, hopefully, that convinces you that people spend a lot of time on their phones, on their computers, on their TV, the screen time. We're not discussing here today if that's a good thing. I don't think it's a great thing at all. There's some problems with that, but that's just the reality, all right? I'm trying to help you understand the reality of where our culture spends a great deal of time. And if we're going to obey Jesus' command to go and make disciples, we have to go where they are at, all right? This is why social media and our live stream, why it's a very important part of the mission of our church and us fulfilling that mission. Over the past few years, we've tried to increase by a great deal the amount of digital content that we have produced here in the church and that we have put up on our website and especially our YouTube channel. And we do this in order to have a bigger presence in the digital space.
Yeah. So just this last month, we'll give you an example. 99 different posts were made from our church across all kinds of different digital platforms. We're trying to do as much as possible, but 99 times we got something put up. Now, what did that mean? This is what's really cool. 90,500 times last month, something from our church showed up on a phone screen, on a tablet screen, on a computer screen, on some sort of device that that people got a chance at least to see something from our church. That's awesome. Yeah. And because of that, 1,000 different people, or not necessarily different people, but 1,000 times somebody engaged with that content. They liked it, they shared it, they put an emoji, they put an angry face on it and said, "This is the worst church in the world." But somebody interacted with that content, which means we were able to get into 90,000 different devices, or 90,000 times get on someone's device, which to me is awesome.
And you have to understand, this is all kind of a social media marketing in this sense, if we can use the corporate or business term. And that's what we're trying to do, is get in front of as many people as we can as a church so they can know we exist, and hopefully see something, whether it's a sermon or whether it's just an image with a verse or something that we're posting, that hopefully starts the process of them engaging with us, that hopefully leads to them to check us out a little more thoroughly, maybe attend, all those kinds of things. So we're trying to get the gospel. That's the goal here. The goal is not just the numbers. The numbers, though, are important. So let's talk about, we hear these things all the time, subscribing and likes and shares, and you can comment. There's all kinds of ways you can interact with online comment or online content, or something that's posted on a social media page, Facebook or X or a YouTube video, stuff like that. So Justin's a lot more capable on this whole space, if you will. So Justin, share a little bit when someone subscribes, because we often ask, say, hey, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Sure.
What does that mean? I know on YouTube it's a subscribe button. On Facebook it's a and it's a follow or following button, kind of the same thing. And on
Yes.
Instagram, it's the follow button because Facebook and Instagram are kind of
Correct.
brothers and sisters or whatever, siblings. So why is all that important on the subscribe or follow our church on social media?
So if you think about this, when something's posted and that you agree with, that's amazing. They maybe a video that you think would be a great help to people. There's just one problem. You don't get to choose how far that goes, or you would be sending Canyon del Oro content all over the world and millions of times because you're like, this is amazing. But it's actually the system that decides how far it goes.
The algorithm.
Yeah, that's what the technical term is, the algorithm. And so what you do get an opportunity to do is you do get an opportunity every time you interact with that post, that video, that whatever it is, to tell the algorithm, hey, this is pretty good content and it ought to go to more people. And the more that they see that, the more they will send it to more people. And so what are some things that you can do? Subscribing to a channel just tells YouTube or whoever it is, hey, I want more content like this personally. I want to see this more. And the more that they see that people really like that content, the more they'll say, hey, maybe someone else will like this content. And they'll put it on someone else's page. When it comes to interacting with social media like a Facebook or an Instagram, that's all based off of, hey, how much do people really want to engage with this so that they can be on my social media platform longer? And so here's some things that you can do. When there's a video, especially these short clips that we're doing, watch the whole thing. Just watching the whole thing will say it's valuable.
Short clip on Mondays.
Yes, we'll send it out Mondays and Thursdays.
There's
typically.
a 1 minute clip usually, right? Mm-hmm. And they're called shorts.
Yep.
Or what are some of the other names? depending
YouTube
on the-
Shorts, Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, that will all be
And it's
those.
a little snippet or highlight or low light from the sermon, typically, correct? So if you watch, that's what we're talking about. Watching those videos.
Yep,
a minute
watch them
long.
all the way through. And that'll tell them that this is a more valuable video. It's not just something you watch for 3 seconds. So it's like, this is boring. Goodbye. So that's one way. Another thing that you can do that's actually pretty special is you can give your entire opinion on what you think of that video. And I mean more than just a like or a hate, but actually say,
Please be nice.
but interact with that
So
content.
in the comment,
Yes.
comment section. Is it called something else?
It's usually called the comment
just comment
section.
in most social medias. So the comment of the more comment, the longer your comment, the more impactful the algorithm sees that, right?
It's interesting on YouTube Shorts, especially. We get a lot of content where somebody might even post as a comment that said, "This is all trash. This is the worst thing ever. God's not real." Everything like that, and they're posting all these comments, and all it's doing is it's taking our content from being watched 100 times to being watched 1,500 times. It's amazing on YouTube how much that works. But even on Facebook, just commenting, because that is telling your social media, "Hey, this is valuable enough to spark a conversation and keep people on here longer." And so commenting, more than just a LOL or good, but a long form, a thoughtful content. Subscribing, liking is not that great. But it's something, and so I would advise you, if you're gonna like it, you can give like the thumbs up, or you can hover over it. And you can get like love or shock or something like that. They actually like the other ones better.
All the little symbols,
Yeah,
images,
all those
or
symbols.
emoji faces.
They don't want it to be a passing thing. They want to see if you're actually interacting. And then one of the chief ways that they love. Right now, at least.
They meaning the algorithm.
The algorithm, exactly, is when you share to people. And by the way, this is kind of our mission.
Yeah.
You know, we're not just sharing to a window or sharing to our page, but our our chief goal is to take the commission, exactly what our mission statement is, to reach people.
And there's a person behind every screen.
Exactly. And so if you have a friend, a neighbor that you're like, man, they really need this content, instead of just sharing it to your page, share it directly with them. Because it does two things. For us, it actually fulfills our mission that we were put on earth. But for the algorithms, it tells them, hey, this is so special that somebody thought someone else, one person, should hear it. And that's what the gospel is.
So it'll spread that video or post. It'll help it.
Correct.
Aid it. So more people, it'll show up in their feed and give them a chance to see it, click on it, and all that kind of stuff. So
Exactly.
So listen, social media sometimes, a lot of times, gets a really bad rap, and many times it's justified. But like any other thing throughout history, there's always a good but also and a bad side to it. So we're trying to focus on the good side of it, post good gospel-driven content, and how do we utilize social media to help us advance the mission of the church. So that's what we're trying to do. But to do that, we really need you to engage with that content. Next week, we're going to get together and talk over some other aspects of social media. There's a couple more things we want to cover. So make sure you check out the video next Tuesday. Thanks for taking a few minutes to connect with us. And hope you can join us this Sunday, starting a new sermon series called Retro Gospel. It's a walk through the book of Galatians. Our service times are 9:15 or 11 o'clock, and would love for you to be there. If you cannot be here with us in person, as we mentioned in the beginning, we have a live stream, and they really do such a great job in producing that live stream and the camera work and everything else. To watch the live stream, just go to our website, cdobible.org. There's a link there on Sunday mornings. You can click on that, or just go straight to our YouTube channel. When you go to YouTube, just search out Canyon Del Oro Bible Church, subscribe, and then you can go ahead and watch the live stream there on the YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. I pray and hope this has been a little helpful to shed some light on social media as a whole, but how you can help advance the mission of the church. So thanks for watching, and I pray you're a blessing to everyone that you meet this week. Bye-bye.
Take care.